Previously on Homebrew Detritus.
Perfect.
I stole it again.
Just fucking took it. And then each of you have kind of your own vision. You realize that this wolf god is testing you. It is showing you what it would mean to take on the quote-unquote curse and become his avatar. He looks at Vladros, who seems to have bonded mostly with the halflings over the course of these past few days. Keep an eye on them for me. And he drops from the roof. You can hear a thud as he hits the ground and then bounds towards the base of the fang. We've heard rumor that there is a new king.
It's true. I took the curse. Please, escort me to the treasury.
Well, let's see where this goes.
Yeah. No, hold on.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I'm just patching up.
I was like, we could get into this if you want to attempt it. So Amon prays. Vladros sleeps in the throne room with the twins. Sonder, you have a spot that you can sleep. They lead you to if you don't want to stay in the throne room. The rest of you at the tavern, like I said, stay busy until the wee hours of the morning, until exhaustion finally takes you. In a fitful sleep, you wake up a level higher. Bing! I wish we recorded that music talk before we started recording.
Yeah, I was wondering why we were, bantering before we were recording. Everything's content.
It was a fun content.
My favorite dumb album.
It wasn't banter. It was talking.
Yeah.
Banter,
That's what
isn't it?
banter is.
No.
But it's a way for listeners to get to know you people.
People don't want to know me. Look at
What do you
me.
mean by you people?
What do you mean?
Know, they don't know.
So
They
that's
don't want to know you yet.
Yeah, you got to give them a chance to hate you. You can't just preemptively expect them to hate you.
The album you've listened to the most, Terrence.
The most? Okay. The first Fountains of Wayne album, but the best album ever is the single Imperial Drag album.
Don't just cover up your bad answer with a one that nobody knows. Imperial Drag?
Yep.
I don't know that one. Who's that?
I know their name. I feel like I'd know some of their stuff if I heard it.
Sing us a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
Stacey's
With a
mom,
mouthful
right?
of cherries, though. Put all the
Please,
cherries
yeah.
in your mouth and then sing.
I thought you were naming a song title.
Mouthful of cherries.
Oh, God,
Totally kidding.
joke.
It's
They're
Morbin
hilarious.
time.
It's straight Morbin today. Yeah, my answer was Kidnapped by Ezra Miller. Move on.
Mahogany, what did you say?
I said Weezer's Blue Album doesn't miss. I know it's cliche, but it doesn't. From like, if you're going for album that plays from beginning to end, yeah. Most listened to is just going to be impossible to say. Probably something by Fiona Apple, but I don't know.
Now people know a little bit more about Mahogany. We all know Matt said Machine Gun Kelly, and we'll just move on from there. No?
He said Ariana. You see her standing right there, staring at you.
I know, but that's the front he puts up for the people watching. You know,
Yeah,
I know that
that's
what he's
the
actually
front.
listening to
That's-
morning,
yeah,
noon,
that's
and
not-
night is.
He's a Blake Shelton guy.
Oh, what? I don't listen to country at all.
Sorry, I could not hide my disgust on that one.
Is that your most listened to
Judge.
album though, Matt? Is her stuff
Yeah, it's probably
just her whole discography, like in order every time?
Start to
Beginning
finish.
I don't know. I've got a 6-hour playbist on my phone with all her songs.
Does she have
on
that much
repeat,
music?
So. Yeah, she's been making music for like 10 years now.
So smug about it too. Quick gatekeeping Ariana.
You
I'll
just
share
use
the
words,
whole playlist.
Don't you photosynthesize me?
Is that the name of your indie band, Noob? Don't you photosynthesize me? Was that
No,
the
my
one?
indie band was Stainless Glass, and that was back like early college years. Christian rock
Aren't
band,
you
baby.
in your college
You
years
nerd.
right now?
Dude, I'm like 25.
Nameless.
Your
Cloud.
college years.
That's college years.
What do you know in the college? I'm 25.
That's post grad. Like that's the post grad stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Kevin,
somebody
not
that's going
everybody
for
was a
higher
cheerleader
learning.
for 8 years in college like you were. That's
It was only 2 years, and I only attended college 4 years.
I knew if I exaggerated, you would say no and tell us the actual amount of years you cheerleaded. That was the point.
Yes.
Yeah, you were a cheerleader.
I was proud of it. I was just
I
cheerleader.
bet I
You
can
still
see
have
you.
it.
They could hear you
I
in the
have
back.
my uniform
I bet he
still, and
snipped
I
his
still
fingers.
fit into it.
Fuck yeah,
And I'm
Kevin.
not talking a Bill
Goodness.
Dotrieve with the shirt halfway up. I actually fit into my uniform still.
Fuck yeah.
Even
That's
the
Set on the
why
Patreon.
That's why he's so loud now, because
He's
when
been
he was a
huge and lumpy
cheerleader,
his entire life.
he damaged his internal hearing drum.
too many
hearing
pep
drum?
rallies.
Hearing Trump, yeah. That's a real thing now.
I
That's
didn't
what it
know
is
they
and
had.
what it does.
I didn't know they had cheerleaders at all boys Catholic schools. I didn't.
No, I went to Winthrop University, which used to be an all-girls school.
Hey, lady.
And your most listened to album.
It's a draw between Presidents of the United States of America and Tool.
Okay.
What's Tool
See,
album?
that's not an album though.
Tool.
It's a band.
Tool Enema.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that the one? Which one is that one? I don't know.
It's
That's
like-
the
What does
one
most
where they
listen
first
to
hit
even
mainstream.
mean?
They had the
does it
videos
even-
with the sand puppets.
Mm.
I'm gonna say most listened to means like if you look back over your life, the if the album started playing, you didn't turn it off till it was over.
Wow.
Yeah, both of those albums. When I got them, I did not stop listening to it until I hit the last song, and then I would usually start it over.
Mm.
You know, one of my most listened to albums could have been like that first Korn album because Matthew used to fucking listen to it start to finish over and over and over while we were teenagers.
Follow the
That's
leader.
what I was gonna say. Is like as a teenager, like you just like. My mom used to call Weezer my friends because she heard that album so much. She was like, "I heard your friends on the radio today."
Say it
And I
ain't
was
so.
I don't know this.
Say it ain't
I just
so.
like the music, but then I went through like an 8-year period where I didn't listen to Weezer at all because I hit a wall, you know. And then,
Say it
so what
ain't
does it
so.
even mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I was a Korn kid, and I listen to their new stuff when it comes out, but I don't listen to the album 80 times like I used to.
I
You
have
know?
to say, like, band that I still listen to, Rammstein. Like that band, ever since they came out,
yeah.
I've been a fan.
Mhm.
And I stay a fan. Like I'm listening to some of their new stuff right now.
It's good.
Well, also,
Yeah.
you have to take into account the technology difference between when we
Mhm.
were coming up, we would buy a CD.
Yeah.
And
And,
that's-
then put it in on the other side of the room and not have to want to get up. So it just
That-
plays.
Well, and that's what we had to listen to was your selected amount of purchased music.
Yep.
Now,
I sold peaches on a street corner in Georgia when I was a teenager.
The President
And-
song?
No, I didn't care for the peaches song
You're
because
wrong, so.
I'm not wrong. It's overplayed. I went to a peach school. Hey, that's not the point. Is that
I went to a beach school.
I did. I went to Gilbert, South Carolina. Look it up. They were the Peach Town, and that song hit when I was in middle school. And they were one of those higher end middle schools, and they had a TV, and they had the morning announcement where the kids would actually do it. And every day for a fucking year, school started, and that song played. It was the worst. Like, no, I don't want to. You know, the association of being somewhere I don't want to be was there. And unfortunately, it was Presidents of the United States. Great band. I hate that song with a passion. But
Well, it's slow.
to talk about what Franks was talking about is when I sold peaches, I'd be on a street corner all weekend from sun up to sundown, and I had like 3 albums, and that was my music for the day. I didn't have, it was I could have used a radio, but that's mostly commercials, and they'll never play what I wanted to play. So I had my 3 albums, and that's what I did. I listened to those 3 albums all fucking day.
Oh.
See,
I had a friend who was a prolific shoplifter, so if there was an album I wanted, I just told him and gave him $5 for it.
There you go.
Well,
I was poor without thief friends.
See, that's what you do is like you get your thief friend to steal the album, then you make a copy of it, and then you sell it.
that's bootlegging 101 right there, baby.
That's what you. So that's why I used to come up with that
What-
$7.
What
That
rich
is a
friends did you
criminal
have that
enterprise.
had the ability to burn CDs? One of those fancy people with a computer in the 90s? Because I wasn't.
I
No,
burned
you make
CDs
a
onto a
copy
cassette.
of it. Like you make a tape, you do whatever you got to do
What's a tape?
back in the day.
Shut up, noob.
Yeah,
Shut up,
because
noob.
like, what is it? Alice in Chains, Black Hole Sun. That
No,
That one.
Soundgarden.
Soundgarden. Yeah, I always fucking mix them up. I always have and I always will.
They both came
But,
from the same town. It's fun.
Alice's Rooster. That was their big thing around the same time.
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one with the rooster and all that other one like that. I had that tape and I
Down in the
listened to
hole.
it going to work. It
great
was like
song.
what I listened to when I wasn't at home because I wasn't gonna. That thing skipped. It didn't not skip.
Mhm.
The Walkman. That thing skipped. So I had a tape player when I was out because those didn't skip.
And you could breathe on those things and they would fucking start
Yeah,
singing. It
the-
was just-
Mhm.
The Discman was the dumbest idea in the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
And the bass boost. That thing didn't boost the bass.
No, it just made it staticky.
Why?
And you thought it was because you had bad headphones. No, it's
Mhm.
because your Walkman sucks.
I also had bad headphones. I was
And I also had bad headphones.
So I have
Yeah.
3 albums. One was when I was taking the bus. That was Static X, Wisconsin Death Trip. That would stay in my headphones the entire time I was riding mass transit. And then when I would go home and play Champions of Norath on the PS2 or 3,
One.
was it
Two.
just a regular
PS1.
PS1 is when they
PlayStation. That's
Yeah.
what they
Yeah.
called it.
On the
It was called
PlayStation.
PlayStation.
My roommate and I would play Audio Slave.
Mm.
That was just like the anthem of
That was
the
PlayStation
game that
2
we were
then.
playing. Okay, then yeah. And then as I became an adult and have streaming available to me, Necrogoblicon's Welcome to Bonkers is my most played album, which is delightful and fun.
So,
What furry music do you listen to?
Well phrased.
Yeah, good job.
It's gonna be so
Well done.
weird.
Took you a long time, huh? No, probably between Dawn FM by the Weekend and Tyler Childers live on Red Barn Radio.
I don't know who either one of those people are.
You don't know The Weeknd?
No.
If
You
you
played
listen to
halftime at Super Bowl.
Dawn FM when I'm on
Yeah.
my deathbed is what I want to play from start to finish, and as it ends, just pull the plug. Just pull the plug right there, it'd be perfect.
Bold of
And-
you to assume that you'll have that choice.
And Jim Carrey, he does poetry on that album. It's really good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It's like
fun.
80s synth. It's pretty good.
wait. Just to be clear, we're excluding Weird Al albums because I listened to N3D like on a loop from the ages of 11.
No,
Yeah.
that would have been the choice.
Yeah. Weird. Once you put Weird Al in there, I listened to 3 of his CDs nonstop for most of the 80s.
And that's where my question, what does it even mean, Ghost? What does it even mean?
think what
Kevin
it
thinks
means
CDs
is-
were around in the 80s. So,
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Albums.
yeah.
back
Like
then
a
you had to, like-
surgeon.
tape, you had the cassette tape, you listen to one side, then you flip it over, then you listen to all the other side, or you have to sit there and let it rewind.
You had to hope there was enough music on the other side too to take you all the way to the end because sometimes there wasn't,
There
and then
was
you got
not.
just dead space.
How many singles did y'all ever purchase?
Oh, so
No,
many.
The tape
Oh,
with just
dude.
one song on
One
it.
by accident.
2 songs.
Oh, yeah, they would used to have like
Sometimes.
2, sometimes 3, but they would have
I
like
had
it'd be
the
shorter tapes too. So it wasn't like that.
Adams Family, but just the MC Hammer songs.
Oh, well, see, that's why
Yes.
I bought the single to MC Hammer's "You Have to Pray,"
Yep. you got
and
to pray.
one side had MC Hammer, the other side just had the music and the ladies saying "Pray." without him singing over it.
The karaoke version. Nice.
Yeah. Money well spent.
But
Yep.
what I think
Well, you
is,
got that out of a bin for 99 cents. So actually, it might have been money well spent.
Well, a dollar back then went a long ways.
yeah. But what I think what is meant by most played album is what is the album that pops into your head when you're asked that question.
Depends on
Not
my
so much
mood.
what I actually played.
Tenacious D's first
Yes,
album. I listen to that more than anything else, I'm sure.
It's true. We all do it quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I am compulsive, so everything I listen to on repeat until I can't stand it anymore. And then I don't listen to it for a little while.
Are you
Like
playing the game yet?
My 3 albums when I was selling peaches, we're still selling peaches, Noob. Just take a break.
It's like listening to all these ancient people.
it was Tenacious D's first album. It was Follow the Leader, and then probably Issues. Like it was 2 chord albums and a Tenacious D. And that was
Hey,
all
that
we
is
did.
a huge variety.
Yeah, well, in those 2 chord albums, I also had Ice Cube. We don't talk about Limp Bizkit, but he was there. Who was it that was on Issues?
Mr. Biscuit.
I feel like they had Nas on one of them. No, that was Take a Look in the Mirror. Anyway.
And
The Far Side.
I did play a lot of Rob Zombie on a loop too. So
Yeah, same.
anyway,
Power Band 5000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Anybody?
When worlds fucking collide.
Worlds collide.
we sound so old. Anyway,
Yep.
You all are old.
Get your machine under control.
You want to talk about how old we are? My first car had an 8-track.
Well,
I had a car with
yeah.
an track, yeah. Not my first one, but yeah.
an 8-track.
Like, I don't even know if my first one had anything other than just the radio, but I only had it for like, a week? I don't know. I got the car, couldn't figure out how to turn the lights on until we almost got home, and there was like something you step on the floor that turns the lights on and off.
That is an old
Yeah.
car.
Yeah.
79 Ford Granada. You could see the pavement
Nice.
through the floorboards.
Had to save money on that metal.
I hit the house to stop the car. That's how I stopped the car. Because it was like, like the driveway was a little uphill and you had to pump the brakes so hard to stop them that the easiest way to do it was just to not be going fast and like let you go up the hill so it slows you down some, and then you just tap the house and that stops you. You're stopped now. And I just left it on the side of the road because I never got the deed. I just left it. Somebody else's car now. End of story.
It's still there.
Waiting for you.
It's not. I left it on a busy road that I traveled regularly. It was gone within a day.
Hmm.
Look who got it, but good on him. I actually called the guy and told him where I left it.
No, well, that's not as fun of
Yeah.
a story. Don't leave that
Yeah.
part out next
My
time.
mom did. She's,
Mhm.
she's all right.
We'll edit that out.
Yeah, no, we won't. That's work.
We.
Yeah,
You're sleepy now.
I know. Did anybody ever have a tape deck that played what it wanted to? Let's just keep this train rolling until Nuke dies.
Giant.
Oh, trust me, I am A-okay because by the
Take-
time we start the game, it's going to be a lot harder for y'all.
I've never noticed an
Oh.
appreciable difference, frankly, but okay.
Actually, yeah, I have to agree with you there, Terrence. I have not really noticed much of a difference between noob in Oregon and noob normal.
In Minecraft.
So when we last left off, let's get 15 minutes of game in here.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys had, some decisions had been made. You split the party. Some of you are sleeping in luxury, kind of, at the keep. Some of you are at the tavern still. But I want to jump forward ahead a little bit. We're rested. we are healed. It is late the next day, or maybe even the day after that, when cleanup and everything has kind of come back to normal here at Wolfwood Keep. The calling with the new king is still underway. He has not returned after nearly 2 days.
Real quick, when is the next full moon scheduled?
Actually,
I'm just wondering if it might have something to do with the full moon.
I feel like that backstory I wrote when it was supposed to be a few weeks. Master Priests, you are a few weeks early for our monthly meeting, so at least 2 weeks away.
You could have just lied and pretended that you had the lunar cycle already written out in a calendar for this world building.
No, I'm not that guy. But I was very happy with myself that I had put it in this backstory, and I had that page up with the names on it, and I was like, I can skim this.
That's
I know I
well
wrote
done,
it down.
That's Jeff who
Good
does all that.
preparation right there.
I am that guy. I lie to you guys constantly.
We know.
We know.
Yeah, it's obvious.
It's fine.
It's okay. I like illusions.
Illusions, Michael.
It's a weird way to wake up, but okay, Vladros, what do you do? Just every day.
Yeah, it's just every day I wake up from an Arrested Development dream.
I thought you were talking to me. I was very confused.
I'm a never nude.
Thank you.
I'm never nude.
Yes, that is a service you're doing for the world.
Bless you for your sacrifice.
I felt worse for denim.
If we are waking up and we are playing the game, do we need to go check on the king? It has been 2 days. I will actually approach the Wolf Guard and speak to them. Is this normal for it to take this long? Oh wait, you wouldn't know. It's been 80 years, huh?
In the histories, it is written that this takes as long as it takes. We are not here to stop any who may enter to challenge, if anyone chooses, until the calling is complete. The seat is open, but only one person will leave that cave, and right now that cave only contains one person.
So then we should not go interrupt. We should let him do his thing.
No, go ahead, man. Just have at it. That sounds like fun.
Now, behind the screen, if you've now decided that you would like to change characters.
I know I said last time it was the last chance.
No, but this time your character would die, and yeah, that would be the end of them.
All right. Since we all have some downtime, I say to these Silent Servitude fellows, we're here to ask you a few questions, actually.
So you're going to make your way to the Silent Servitude?
Well, I assume you said it was a couple days later, we're all back together, so.
Yeah. That's what I was figuring if y'all were going to go that route.
Yeah, I think we should.
Yeah.
While we got
That's
time.
what we're here for.
Dorian and I will at least go to Silent Servitude.
Sounds like a general group consensus. Everybody's going.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's all go.
The Silent Servitude is the second largest complex in the city. It's only beaten in size by the keep proper itself. However, unlike other churches, this one doesn't seem to be dedicated to any one particular god or pantheon or anything. It's a large open space inside, well adorned with robes and calming colors, which is a little offset as the chapel itself is covered in cots with those who were wounded or
Cots?
Oh, cots.
cots.
Cots? Yeah, you said,
Did you think I said
I think you said Cox.
cots?
Maybe
They're,
I heard that. Terrence heard that.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Just penises everywhere in this temple.
Dick Temple.
There's a parade. Drag queens are having a ball. You all feel welcomed. No.
Yes.
But they are talking about you behind your back. Fucking.
That reminds me, Noob, your idea about playing D&D with drag queens. I saw a video. Somebody's doing it.
Yeah, so
Looks like they're having a blast too.
your Dungeons and Drag Queens.
I think it's called that.
DD Masters. That's the DM. Get it? DD Masters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at there's the difference.
A whole plan.
But yeah, so the chapel itself looks like all the seating and stuff has been removed and it's covered in beds. There's people who are laid out. They all seem to be getting well treated and taken care of. But there's a lot of bodies in here of wounded people. I begin asking around for whoever might be able to help you with your queries. When one of the Silent Servitude they all have these chalkboards that they used to write on, and goes, I believe you'll be looking for Ulfgood.
Is that a place or a person?
It is our current leader now.
Oh.
I don't know why I'm inflecting what they talk like because this is all written in chalk, but
Like that skeleton from Terrence's game. Watch Raiders of the Lark, everyone.
If you could just draw an arrow towards which way we need to go, or give us directions, whichever.
Or give us an introduction, maybe.
he just writes follow me.
Ah, good.
Even better.
All the Silent Servitude people are in plain white, unadorned robes. They're easy to pick out because of that. However, he leads you to someone who is in a kind of a pale green robe with white trimmings, and this person is doing something the other servitude's not. He's speaking. To someone laying on the cot, and he's whispering to them, soothing sounds more than words. When he gets a little tug on his shoulder from the guy that led you over, and he turns to look, this elderly humanoid, or not humanoid, but human person turns to look at you and goes, yes, in a very soft voice, can I help you?
Hi, I'm Dorian Honeybriar. These are my colleagues, Amun, Sonder, Dr. Box, Nim, and Ladros. We have been trying to get a hold of you for some time now. We've got a few questions we need to clear up for you as we are on a mission of vital importance.
Oh, hold on. There's probably been a misunderstanding. You should follow me. I am senior speaker. I believe you're looking for our current headmaster, Ulfgood. Follow me. Oh. And then you are led once again.
That little asshole just took us over to somebody else. Here, you do.
Hey, no, someone who can actually talk, man.
Let me get my manager.
Yeah.
However, what if he was the boss and was the only one who could talk in the whole order? What a asshole. I can talk, you can't.
So he leads you to the back and opens a very discreet door. It opens up. You can see now that there's actually hallways that circle this large open area with lots of tiny little cubby holes. And as he's walking you towards even further in the back, each of these cubby holes, you notice, seem to have effigies or pictures or totems to different gods. There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to any of the gods or things of worship, but there's loads of them.
As we're walking through, can Vladros catch sight of a Caden Kalim shrine?
We can roll percentiles to see if it's on this part of the hallway you're passing.
That's fine. I'm not going to go out of my way or anything. I'm just
you're just particularly looking for the Caden Kalim one. Okay. Yep. 94. You do indeed pass upon one that seems to be for that god. You can tell because of the aroma of alcohol and the kind of cheery tavernous vibe that it has on the inside.
Is there like any kind of offering area.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull out my gallon of ale, and I want to tip some into it.
Okay. You
Thanks
tip a little ale into the ever-flowing cup in the center of the small cubby hole.
All right. And I engage in the breaking of the seal.
A ritual of every Caden Colleen cleric.
But I give his little effigy or his statue a nod. Barlos is a good one.
Hmm.
And that's it.
Okay.
I'm done.
After just a bit of a walk further, he opens another discreet door in the back. Here seems to be rather mundane living quarters. Very clean, but there's a very, very old gnome hunched over a massive, even for regular sized people standards, a massive tome. He seems very exhausted as he's slowly flipping through the pages and rubbing his forehead and then scrolling his fingers over this large tome. He doesn't even seem to notice that you guys have come in until the eldest speaker gives a polite he turns to look. Oh, yes, people in need. The speaker goes, this is Dorian Honeybriar, Sander Vladros, Nim, Dr. Pox, and Amun. They've come here seeking counsel. It is my belief that they were also present at the king's passing.
That is true.
Everybody give me a perception check.
Oh, shucks.
31.
24.
Natural 20, 31.
17.
That gives me a solid 12.
Perception. 26.
So everyone but Amun notices that he didn't speak with his mouth. You heard that in your minds. There's very subtle magics that seem to slip past any kind of will you would have to keep it out. Those of you who passed the perception could actively try to block it if you wanted to.
No, I'm here to talk, so no.
It's here. It's in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
If he wants to look at his mind, he may.
I try and think something towards him to see if he can hear me.
Just
Yeah.
just something. What do you
Think
think?
the-
I'm thinking, do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I just keep thinking that
Shut up.
for a solid
Please.
10 seconds.
Please, Mr. Fox, that's quite enough. Yes, I can hear you.
Oh,
I would prefer if you all spoke out loud. It makes the transaction easier. This is a bit of a gray area in my order, but there's been so many people and so much need that the gray areas had to be tread through. And you get the idea that he normally doesn't speak this way, but because of how much what's been going on, he is not speaking out loud, but he is speaking directly into your minds to circumvent whatever his order is dealing with as far as being the silent servitude goes.
It's like jump pumping while you're Catholic.
Mormon.
Mormon,
Exactly.
sorry.
or
Anal's
soaking.
the Catholic thing.
Soaking.
Soaking.
Don't even ask.
So,
Moving
Master Speaker, I will not need you here. You can return to help the injured. Thank you so much. He bows respectfully and turns to leave y'all to yourselves. As he walks out the door, you hear a small as it closes, and you get the feeling that he could speak out loud now and no one would hear. This seems like a confessional sealed area. So,
Okay.
what brings you this way?
It has been a month and I have forgotten.
The Dark Lady is going
Oh, right,
to
right, right.
destroy Yarnum.
I thought it was something more specific.
Not just Yarnum, the
Yeah.
entire world.
Yeah, she's going to awaken the dragon that is the world, thus destroying civilization on top of it and take it back to the Fey realm. However, the Fey Lord Cromwell is going to try to stop her, and he's going to take Madeira back to the Fey realm. She's trying to just dip out somewhere else, correct?
Yeah. She's just trying to awaken the planet, thus destroying you on it, but bringing Madeira back to life. Where the Fey Lord Cromwell is trying to bring Madeira back to the Fey realms, which would in turn destroy all life on the planet. But it would keep the dragon slumbered,
and it would screw over the Dark Lady. Which I think
and y'all were here too because you learned of Ratatama, the guy who did the ritual that separated the Dark Lady into different aspects of herself.
We need to find this lich thing.
Yeah,
So yeah,
about
we're
Ratatama.
put them back together, right?
Okay, so then now that we've worked this out of character, in character, I will I will let everyone speak in turn as we explain everything we've gone up to until now, and then top it off with, and we need to find this lich fellow. More importantly, we need to find his weaknesses.
And you came here for this thing. And he places a hand on this massive tome. What do you know of our order?
Diddly squat.
It's next to
Other
nothing.
than you're the keepers of great knowledge.
Is there a knowledge check we can do?
You could do knowledge, religion, or local.
I have
right
one
on
or
that.
both of those.
Which, after talking to Dave, this is his least favorite part of the show, where we do knowledge checks.
Knowledge.
I
Why
agree.
don't you just tell me what we
I'm
need
gonna
to know?
assist somebody on religion if they do religion.
I got religion and I got a 18, so 20 with the assist.
And
Ooh.
Nim?
I got a 32 local.
And call that a 34 local because I assist you.
All right. So, religion-wise, Dr. Pox and Sonder, you know that the Silent Servitude doesn't celebrate any one particular god or pantheon. They are unique in that they allow all religions to come here and worship however they see fit. That includes both good, bad, and neutral gods, and very rare gods. Like even a Mun would be able to find a cubbyhole somewhere here specifically to Selkat. So
That's not how he says it.
Selkat.
Okay.
But
Skelt.
Helter Skelter?
it's Selkat, right?
Smell cat?
Any of you who worship a deity would be able to find a place here to worship in solitude at your leisure. That's what your knowledge religion checks get you. The knowledge local check, Nim, with the help of Ladros, you know that you've heard rumors through your studies of an alternate reason for this church existing, and it's because of this tome that you're in the presence of now. This is a tome that records everything. For as long as this existed, anything that's happened in its realm, nobody knows exactly how far its reach is. It's recorded in those pages. But you also know with that high knowledge check that not just anyone can delve in and receive information from it. It takes the highest levels of this order to read the script. And you think that there's also some strangeness about how the script is read. You don't know if it's a weird ritual they have to go undertake to read the pages or what, but you know it's not just as simple as finding out what page number the information you want is on and then reading it.
Okay. So yeah, we need your help, and specifically because what we're looking for specifically is to how the lady was split, right? And if there's a way to put them back together.
You're looking for something from long ago, from that involves Fey Lords. Did you say a lich? Ratatama?
Yes.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
Loosely translated.
You have to scream it while pointing your finger guns at stuff.
Yes.
It's a very odd language.
Put it on an ass.
Those are dark powers. Dark powers indeed. And the trials to go through to learn that information could be time-consuming and dangerous. But the book would have that information.
What do we
What
need
do
to
we
do
need to
get it?
do?
I do not tell you this lightly. But to learn this information, you will have to enter the book.
Like reading Rainbow.
Lucky for you, I am the Page Master.
Oh, good. We've been waiting for a page master. Hop this way, right on in.
Let go, look.
That was a Macaulay Culkin joke.
The book will test you, your wills against those that it is trying to. It's a form of divination. The book doesn't keep all this information, but it can pinpoint in time where things have happened. The people you're trying to scry upon will feel it. There will be conflict, especially against Fey Lords and Liches. I only hope that you're prepared for whatever dangers that would lurk in their minds or in their power.
Practice.
Well, it's our only lead, so I would say yes.
We came all this way, so
Like, you know what? Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
All right, I'm out.
I'm
We can still go. We can just go to somewhere else, right, to find out this stuff. See the places.
We don't even know where Ratatama is. We know where he's on the Undead Isle, or the Dead Isle. But we don't know where on that island he is.
His whereabouts isn't a concern. Just that he is who you're studying, and in particular, the ritual that he partook in to your benefit, at least. This seems like a ritual that took place a long time ago. If he is like most, well, I say most, like liches cover the earth, but if he's like any lich in recorded history, he's probably grown in power with age. The Ratatama you would face off mentally against would be from those decades, hundreds of years ago. So he may be easier to infiltrate.
So
Bring it on.
and
he is a
anything
lower
we do in the
CR.
book that doesn't affect. Obviously we're going back in the past, so is that? Are we able to physically change things, or just?
No, you wouldn't be interfering with what is or what could be or what would be. It would be to Ratatama a subconscious battle, one that he may never even know happens.
Like fighting an echo.
So
Yes.
winning, we would gain access to his memories or his information, right?
You would gain access to what it is you've asked the book for.
His PIN number.
And losing, we would
Probably die.
be brought back here on farms and still looking for answers.
Your bodies would remain here, but the soul would not return.
Damn it! This book is the Matrix.
Yes, kind of like that movie, The Matrix.
Keanu Reeves.
Hopefully just
Nim, you have nothing to worry about. Your soul's already owned by the devil, so...
Is there a monk in the party who knows Kung Fu?
No, but I'm willing to learn.
You stand no chance.
Oh man.
Till
I was
someone
going to say,
gets
is there a gunslinger? We need bullet time.
Quick, someone just shove a spike in my brain so I
Now-
can learn kung fu.
That is if Ratatama is who you want to go to learn the ritual. There's also this Cromwell who I've done some research on before, and
No,
he's
I don't think he'll tell us.
he was and still is a very powerful person.
Thought you were gonna say
I
it.
think our better shot is at Ratantama.
Do you? No. I'm willing to hear him out.
Yes, the problem is that we need to learn how to undo this ritual so that perhaps we can reunite the lady with her other half. We want to bring them together so that she is no longer just a being of either pure goodness and love or rage and hatred. We want to meld those into one entity, one divinity.
You know you run the risk of melding them and her still choosing poorly for our sake.
But at least she will have the choice.
Well, we've all had bitter ex-girlfriends. I think we all know how that goes.
No, you haven't.
I wish the king were here. He could help with this.
Could he?
His body is tied here as the avatar. It was. We'll see how this new king transcends from the caverns. But he can delve into these books. It was a small form of escape for the king for many years. It's how him and Telmon became close friends.
Is that how he avoided going ham on his citizens?
Was
Go in straight
indeed.
beast mode.
The Hawken would come here once a month. Him and Tillman would delve to the pages together.
Sounds
Well,
revolting.
Where's the last book he was reading?
It's this book. It's one book.
no.
book.
What is the last era or whatever that he was?
Yeah, what was the last thing he was reading?
Do you think that might be tied to the events of 2 days ago?
Tillman dove without the king last week. It set him on edge. He was an explorer of these pages. He was to be the one to take my place when I pass. It's what we all must do if we wish to lead this order, is learn to traverse the pages safely. I do not know what history present he saw that put him on edge so, but
Where's
I'll
his
never know.
bookmark?
Well, I hope it wasn't a weird fractured timeline that we had nothing to do with. Moving on.
Something about a gourd-headed wizard murdering people in the future in fancy clothes. Y'all
that's
did that.
That's right. We sent him to 1990 Seattle,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, the
was
Seattle
cool,
part
though.
was a joke, but you did send him to
Oh.
the future.
He was fine. He was cool, bro.
Mm.
He was chill. We don't know
Well,
for
the
sure
future-
what he's doing.
The future, that's somebody else's problem.
You can't
No.
win them all.
Yeah, at least there'll still be a world for him to destroy. Shit.
But no,
Yeah. We're going to totally mess up this world-saving party adventure.
Yeah, he might not even make it there if we fuck up back here.
Yeah,
But,
joke's on him.
But Tellman had gotten to a point in his training where he did a lot of book delving alone, and I'm not sure where he was or what he saw that put him on edge. He had gone those 2 days later to talk to the king about it, and we all know what happened 2 days ago.
Where's he at?
Dead, I
Okay.
assume.
He died in a flashback y'all weren't present for, but have since learned.
Ah, yes.
Hmm.
You remember that I wrote it? The king killed his
I
own
remember.
lover. You son of a bitch, noob.
Have you made any efforts to revive him?
It is not outside of our grasp, and it was attempted. The soul was unwilling.
Chicken. Anyway.
We believe that his soul resides with the king in the afterlife now. That's a happy ending for us to believe, anyway.
Is his body still around?
Telman's body? Yes.
Yeah, I could speak to dead with it.
Can I play with his corpse?
Yeah, that's essentially what I'm asking.
That wouldn't. I don't feel right about that.
Nor do I.
He's not using
Well,
it.
if it's only to ensure that he is ready to move on to whatever.
That's not how that spell works.
You can only do it once on a corpse anyway, right?
Yeah, only once.
Yeah, then he'll say that Ulfgood will say that spell has already been worked on.
You just made that up.
No, I think that's how the spell works, right?
Yeah, you can only use it once per corpse, but no one used it on him.
Yeah. When the resurrection didn't work, he was questioned. I'm not telling you all this.
I know, it's fine.
We're not going to role play that because it's already been done.
All right.
Moving
Fine.
on.
Well then, I'll turn toward the party. I'm like, you want to wait for this? You want to wait for the paladin to get back from the forest, or do you want to try and get what we need now?
So let's get what we need now, just in case. Who knows how long this thing's going to take?
We have
Or
no idea.
if he'll help us when he gets back. I don't know what it's going to be.
To help you with your discussions, the last calling took about 3 weeks.
Yeah, we ain't got that time.
But the calling before that took 2 days. So any time now, the Varlos should return.
Well, like I said, I'm down for straight up doing the lich.
And
Put it in the book.
The world ain't gonna save itself. We don't really have a huge amount of time. So.
Wow, the world ain't going to save itself. That's a t-shirt.
What advice can you give us or help once we get in there?
Was there anything about the last 2 callings that were similar? Like they ended on a Tuesday or something? I don't know. Anything they have in common?
Do we have any idea of the lunar cycle during those callings?
It is normally a lunar cycle between when the caller goes in and before they return. But
I'm just
this is the
wondering
first.
if they finished on a full moon.
No. This is the first time a king has been forced to change if the stories are to be believed. And my delving into the books say that they are. Maybe the Stark Lady you're looking for had something to do with it.
Yes, I will. I will not voice my suspicions that the Dark Lady did it because we were here, but whatever. I'd say then it's probably best and safest for all that we could get the information and move on. You have a lot of work to do, rebuilding, healing, and of course, orientating your new king. And we have a lot of work to do on our mission, so
yes,
why hesitate?
You say safest for all, but you'll be putting yourselves in very serious danger. I would just like for each of you to confirm to me individually that what you're doing, you do at the risk of life. And he looks at each of you in turn.
Of course.
Dorian.
Yes,
Sander.
Is it everything at the cost of your life?
You're definitely jumping into a very dangerous dangerous area. Vladros.
We beat the wild hunt in the Fey realm. I think. Yes, I am ready.
I like your hubris.
Nim.
Yes, I'm ready. I understand.
Dr. Pox.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely ready.
You, I hope to never see again. Come on.
Down the clown.
You're a large, smelly rat.
See your lips moving, but no words are coming out.
That's because I have my microphone muted. That was a test you passed. I'm going to become a king or die trying, so, freaky deaky.
There are those of you who are attached to the gods in some way.
Yep.
Just know that you may not feel their presence when you enter the book.
I can't cast spells.
What do you mean by that?
It'll be harder for you to touch the divine. It'll be traveling through dimensions and time to grant you your powers. What this means in game terms is you might have to roll a concentration check at all times to cast any divination spells. Or divine spells,
Okay,
not
so
divination.
if we're not divine casters, we don't have that problem though.
You are a divine caster, Sonder.
Shut up. I'm just
Shut up, Kevin.
Now, is it just divinity or also abilities?
Just the spell casting, the stuff that you have to prepare.
Okay, I'll take that.
So what if you don't have to prepare your spells?
You're gonna have a hard time casting spells there, Sonder. You're a divine caster.
That's annoying. I don't want to go. Fuck
All
this
right, world's gonna
place.
end. All right.
Fuck this place. This is wildly difficult. Wow.
What about the
See,
healing
if you
potion?
don't have a connection to a god and you study pure science, I will prove that my magic is more powerful than yours in this
It's not
experiment.
magic.
Into the book.
And then he lays a hand on the
It's
rat's
science!
shoulder and he goes, and for those of you of the arcane persuasion, you may find alternate effects when you cast here.
I'm
Just
going to assume that means more powerful spells and just move on.
What about the healing potions?
Wait. Let me go back to that because we got a little extra explanation on the divination spells and the concentration check. So what does that mean exactly for arcane?
we'll roll percentiles, and if it's 10% or lower, the spell will fail. If it's 90% or higher, DM's choice.
Wild magic.
Oh, I love.
Does that include like my bombs that I infuse with my magic?
Yeah, because of the way you worded it, that's exactly what will happen.
No, I'm making sure. I want to be fair.
Yeah, that'll be the case with that. Wild magic will be the case with all potions and your bombs.
Potions too, huh?
10% chance that the magic fickles and fails. 90% chance that potion will do more or something different when you use it.
Like every
Or
potion?
something different.
There's a 10% chance it
Yes!
sucks. There's a 10% chance that
It goes
Wake
ape
up.
shit.
there's an 80% chance that it'll be normal.
I like it. I'm
Why
excited.
so-
odds.
I feel like this is a personal vendetta against.
I think it's just a fun little twist.
Vendetta.
It was because
Wild
I was
magic
thinking
would be
about the Warhammer 40k old fantasy novels where they went into the Chaos Waste and that kind of stuff would happen. Because Chaos infused everything that they did, their spells could go wonky and just. I was like, that's kind of a fun concept. So, concentration checks for divine casters and wild magic for arcane casters. And even if you're drinking potions, things can get weird.
Well, just in case, does your order have a stockpile of potions that we may purchase from you?
Yes, we are desperately selling any and everything to pay for all the reagents and stuff we're using to heal the town. So
Everything must go.
everything
Half
must
price
go.
on wands of cure light wounds.
I don't think I have any money.
They are not
Yeah,
half
I'm
price. They're
Pretty
base
well
price.
broke over here.
Okay.
Yeah, I got
I'll take
275 gold.
I have
And-
less than that.
Oh. Oh, no,
Are
I
y'all
got
really
one.
that cash poor?
I got 303.
136 gold.
Matt, are they really that cash poor?
Yeah, we just went
We've
shopping.
got a lot of
Wait.
shit to sell.
We never sold
trade.
any of the stuff, or we never sorted out who got the ring of. We got loot that we never went through.
I got the evasion ring, if that's what you're talking about.
I got the
said
amulet
it
of
already.
planes.
I think everything got a home, but
So okay,
shit.
everything did get a home. All right.
My
Yeah,
shit-
I didn't
Right
take that
now.
oracle ring because, like I said, I already got minutes. I
my
don't
sheet says I have
use.
4,300 gold.
Huh?
My sheet says I have 4,300 gold. I didn't really spend a lot on last time we did shopping, so.
All right, Terrence, give us a shopping montage real
I was
quick.
gonna say Terrence is bankrolling the party, I guess.
All right. Well, looks like everyone's
Archery
getting one
tokens.
Cure Light Wounds potion, and then we're gonna go do the mission.
Well, I've got 4 charges of Blue Priest and 2 potions
that?
of Cure Light Wounds.
Blue
Priest. Blue Priest is 5 charges of Cure Moderate.
Huh.
It's a priest in a bottle, so it's like a big jug of.
You don't want to know how they make it.
It's 1,500 gold apiece for basically 5 doses of Cure Moderate.
Made from
Uh-huh.
fresh squeezed priest. Mm.
I mean, like I feel like
It's the priestiest.
I can cast every cure spell. Like every
Mm,
cure spell.
Well,
priest milk.
I have 8 potions
But-
of cure moderate.
Oh, we're
that-
good then.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna pass one out to everyone.
I'm good.
Well, if you pass me one out, I'll top off my Blue Priest.
I'll send a note out. It does look like we do have some things that have not been dispersed. But I mean, if it took us a look, we sell things here.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So I'll do,
the silent servitude would be able to house purchase all of your goods at half cost like normal. But I'll say if you have any magical loot that you're selling, they'll give you 75% price for it because they can break those down for things.
Oh, sweet.
Well, let's sell that ring of Oracle shit then.
Except
And
for that
that
one, they don't
tower
want that.
shield.
They don't want that
There you
either
go.
for some reason.
They,
They don't want
they
it.
already have minutes. They're like, I'm good. I got minutes.
I got minutes. I got
We can
minutes
get
for
into
days.
the number crunching on Discord, and
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
so you guys are going to go do some shopping. Then you're going to come back to Ulfgood. Does anybody get where I got that name from?
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Shit, Fricks, we just watched that movie together.
Oh, it was Willow. Okay.
Yeah. It's because there's a new show coming out, and I'm very excited about it.
Who was Ulfgood?
Oh yeah.
Willow Ulfgood, that's his last name.
Oh, that's his
That's
last
funny.
name.
That was
I-
actually a good movie. I liked it.
See,
Mad Mardigan.
I was having a conversation with my buddy about Burgle Cut. I could not remember that damn name, and I was like, "It's Burger Buckets." I don't know, but it's like that.
He gets shit on by a bird twice.
Yeah, and a
Watch
baby
Willow.
once, right?
Yeah. No, I think the baby vomits on him. A lot of
That's right.
slapstick humor in that.
Just remember, the first half of that movie, the first act of that movie, they did not hire those little people for their acting chops. They hired them because they were short.
And
Like
they
short-staffed.
partied. They partied really good.
Yeah. Old Billy Barty rocking that shit.
Oh man, he was a fucking baller.
Anywho, we'll do loot sales and stuff when we're not recording because math is
very
not
boring.
fun. I gave
Boring.
Matt he gets to do 75% on magical goods. I could see how happy he was that he got to do some different math for selling stuff. He has a boner
Update
off
my
screen.
spreadsheet.
That's his math face,
Yeah.
which is weird.
And then
It's
when we come
creepy.
back, we'll dive into the book as you guys try to invade the mind of a lich to learn the secrets of its ritual where he split a Fey Lord in twain.
No
Sounds
big
delightful.
whoop.
Yeah, no big deals.
It's a Tuesday, y'all.
I named this season Other Worlds. We've gone to the Fey world. Now we're going to go to like the Mind realm or whatever. But it sounds like Nem's got a way to get you out of it. Mind taker.
Mental.
It makes me think of Hermaeus Mora in the DLC of Skyrim. His black book world.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
As soon as you said into the book, I was like, I always liked that part.
That was
might be where that came
cool.
from.
Like the idea. I didn't like going into those things.
It was a little
I
repetitive.
did.
Well,
Improving my useless shout made it pretty awesome.
Skyrim. It's still not a new game to 12 years later.
Remember, you only have to buy it 4 more times before Elder Scrolls 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just going to milk you like the Blue Priest.
Well, they
I
gave
don't even know
away the
why.
PS5 version for free if you had PS4.
No.
So that was something.
Anybody watch the Starfield gameplay trailer?
Looks
No.
exactly like Outer Worlds.
I heard Todd has promised 1,000 worlds. I'm like, that ain't happening. Come on,
No.
Todd.
Is it open
And
world
you
like
don't-
Sandbox, or is it linear like Outer World, Outer whatever
Have no
That-
idea.
the Fallout game was?
Outer Worlds.
Yeah, that one.
Mm.
I think it's more open world, but they did release that you can't fly directly from space to planet. So
Yeah, I haven't watched enough of it to judge. There was like a 15-minute gameplay trailer, and I watched 3 minutes of it, and I was like, I don't have time for this, and I moved on. I just thought of it. So there's my review. I lost interest 3 minutes in.
They did
don't have
announce
time for this.
didn't they announce a new Fallout game
Yeah,
after
Fallout 5.
Elder Scrolls? So
They'll
by the time
release-
we're dead, we'll get to play that.
by the time we have the Xbox Y,
720.
the Xbox 2, they're going to go really, because they hadn't made an Xbox 2, they're going to make it after the Series
gonna
X.
This is going to be Todd Howard's head in a jar 80 years from now telling us that Fallout Elder Scrolls 6 is just around the corner. We swear.
Well, speaking of the 5th installment of things, have y'all seen the previews for the 5th installment of The Predator?
Are we done?
I don't know.
Prey?
Prey. Yeah.
Prey.
Native American Predator movie. Looks dope.
Yeah.
What a doofus. He can't hear us, so I'm just going to fucking insult him. I mean, I really hate having him on the show. He's not worth much.
Jesus.
I only like talking shit about people when they can hear me do it. That's why I'm a good person.
Oh, no, he's going to hear it later.
He can hear us, I guarantee you. His camera might not be working, but his audio is.
You better have fucking clothes on, noob.
Oh no. He's been blocking the screen with his balls this whole time.
Oh, he's still there.
But for real, it's hot, and I want to be done.
Yeah.
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 It's not often that we see bitchy noob. This is new.
I thought your medicine was supposed to calm you down, man.
Gotta be chill.
You got a raging case of the munchies over there, bruh?
He's like,
It's like 80 degrees in this room.
Yeah. Okay, well. Roll a D20.
3.
Perfect.
14.
14.
I rolled the number for tonight. 13.
You got closest to 11?
I got 11.
Go ahead, Terrence. Close us out.
All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for watching Homebrew Detritus episode. If you like what you saw, please hit the subscribe and like button. Check out all our various links, especially our website, which will take you to all our other various shows like Noob Show, Raiders of the Lark. That other one, I think we did. I don't know.
Our
Cartoons.
Patreon.
We have cartoons. I'm getting there. Don't fucking rush me, you piece of shit. Our Patreon.
Stay classy, Terrence.
And don't forget to rate us very highly on whatever goddamn program you're listening to us on, like Spotify or Apple Zune and News. I don't know what these programs are. But,
Audible. We're on Audible.
Audible, apparently. I don't know why, but okay.
Audible runs podcasts now, so I sent them the number, and they're playing it.
Sweet. All right, cool.
Hey.
You can listen to a Stephen King novel or us. Flip a coin. It's just as good either way.
Depends. If it's old Stephen King books, we're way better because they're read terribly.
Bold claim.
No, the product is good. It's just sold in a terrible way. Those old Stephen King audiobooks is like listening to, I don't know, how to describe where it sounds like somebody gave up on life 3 sentences into the book they're reading. And then the dog broke down the door and he pulled the baby out, and the baby said, "Ah." And then
those come from an era where audiobooks were mainly for like blind people, so they didn't actually put a lot of production value into them.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah,
They were converted books on tape.
This is the only way these blind people will ever consume this media. They have no option.
There's dozens of them. Dozens.
At any rate, thanks for watching. Yada yada yada. Close the show out. So Noob quits his. Look at that. He's
Hey, bye.
virtually crying right there.
It's
Yeah.